Welcome back to a Little R&R. Join Russ Johns and Ronald Earl Wilsher as they discuss life, liberty, and all things extraordinary. They're untapped, uncensored, unabridged.
Me. Hey, we're back having some R&R uncensored with Ronald and Russ.
Okay, it's like, welcome back to a Little R&R.
Welcome back to a Little R&R.
Uncensored, unleashed. I like that, Russ.
Yeah.
But I might have to hire you.
You know, sometimes those creative ideas just pop out right out of your mouth. You don't even have to think about it.
So be sure and write it down, right?
Yeah, write it down. Capture that idea. Or just listen to this podcast over and over again. Hey, we're back, folks, and another week, another episode of informative educational information from the crazy team and the R&R. Hey, last time we talked about, we started out talking about who we are, what we're doing, and why we're here. And then last week we talked about the idea and the concept of your personal name, branding, getting it out there, establishing your own email that is a reflection on that name. And the name is whatever your name is. Russ Johns, Ronald, Earl, Wilsher, RonaldWilsher.com. We don't even have to do the www anymore. And so this week, we want to talk about the whole idea of what do you do with that? Where do you go with that? Now that you have email, you have to start an email list. And we have to start an email list for several reasons. And Ronald, talk about that and what we're doing and why we're doing it and the goals and the expectations we can set around creating an email list.
Well, I'll be happy to do that, Russ. Good to be back with you.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Did you have a good week?
I had a great week, which I always have a great hour or minute. I just live my life by the minute.
It's always good to see you because we have very similar expectations about life and being happy is one of the.
Well, that's kind of scary, goals. Russ. I don't know if I would advertise that, but
yeah. We'll just keep it between you and I.
Well, only about 17 million are now listening to this podcast. Right?
That's true.
True. That's a year in the future.
It could be. It could be.
What we're going to talk about today, I tell people, as you know, Russ, my email list is called my Way Cool Friends List. First of all, when you set an email list up, don't call it your email list. Don't call it your database. That's boring. Boring is not attractive.
Sign up for my newsletter.
Are you on my database? I'll send you my newsletter. I'm like, please, no.
No. Hey, sidebar. Time out. Hey, you told me to throw it out to the universe. Yeah, and you know what came back?
What?
Get your name in the game.
As your name for your list?
Yeah,
I like it.
So if you want to know a little bit more about me, get your name in the game. We'll take it from there.
Right. So you get your name in the game list on russjohns.com. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Mine,
I like yours better, but yours was taken.
No. But and that's good because it's funny. It's probably somebody else had it in some other life. So there's no such thing as originality. It's all undetected
There might
plagiarism.
be another Way Cool list, but not a
only one.
Not
of
a
mine.
Wilsher Media Way Cool list, right?
Absolutely.
No.
So what we're going to talk about is the vital importance of an email list.
Yeah. Why do I want to do that?
Why do I want to do it? Okay. First of all, if you talk to anybody online,
I can buy a list.
Well, I'll tell you this: it's difficult to outsource personality, Russ.
What?
So remember that.
I thought they called that acting.
No, it's I tell people you could take everything away from me and my business, except one thing I would keep. It's my Way Cool Friends list, my email list.
Yeah.
Why? Because it allows me to keep my name and face in front of people. Think about this. Now, this may sound like sacrilegious to a lot of people, but think about this. What's going to happen when Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and Pinterest, all these sites go away?
Or change it
morph into something else, right?
Yeah. Yahoo buys them.
Yahoo, and they change something, right? And it's constantly changing.
Yeah.
You still have your tribe, your email list.
Yeah.
See? So I tell people that's the single most valuable asset that I have other than my brain is my email list. Why? Because it allows me to keep my name and face in front of people on a constant basis. Now, what can happen or what's the option if I send an email out, and we're going to talk about who we use and how to set it up and stuff.
Sure.
But what can happen if I send an email to somebody and they don't want to be on my list anymore? Well, if you don't have it set up properly, they can't opt out. Well, anytime I ever send an email, and I send one about once a week, 50 to 52 times a year, and we'll talk about content and all that stuff, but I have people opt out of my list.
That happens.
That happens. Now, do I cry? Do I go into mourning?
Somehow I don't think that would happen.
Well, actually, I kind of say, hallelujah, thank you, Lord. Why? That person has just provided me a lot of information. Valuable information. Number one, they're not into me, okay, or what I do.
They're not your target audience.
They're not who I need to talk to. So what has that done? That saved me some time, okay? I always tell people money is valuable, but time is your most valuable asset. You can always go make more money. You can never recover your time. So be careful who you spend your time with.
Do you think the most time-consuming event is identifying who your target customer is?
Well, see, that's a little technical for me, Russ, because I don't really try to identify my target market. That sounds too salesy and too technical to me.
Right. No. Think of it another way, because I need to make sure that I get my concept here, is that there's going to be a lot of people that follow your list because of what you're saying, because of the information you deliver or the way you deliver it. It makes you smile or lightens your day, or, it's news you can use. Right. The other part is going to be actual people that will pick up the phone and say, I'm going to dial, what's your number? 832?
281-395-1000.
Okay. So they're going to dial that number and they're going to say, Mr. Wilsher, I'd like to hire you to do something. And I'm not sure what it is yet, but could we meet and have this conversation? And so they've been following you. You've told me the story. People have followed you for years, and all of a sudden, one day they decide at some point in time that they're going to
start a conversation.
Right. And we're having this conversation last week, is the fact that there's going to be times that you don't know where it's going to come from. However, those conversations that you have, every single one and everything you build a relationship around is allowing that conversation to take place through your newsletter.
Right.
People are going to learn who you are from the information that you share.
Right.
And it's going to be transparent over time. And so people don't buy. I mean, if I don't buy because you're selling a widget, I buy because you're Ron.
Right, and because they like you.
Yeah.
So my point in all this is, and I'm not sure if we're connecting here, but maybe we are, is I don't try to go out and target certain people. I try to go out, and as most people know, the only time you're going to get on my list and stay on there long term is if you have a sense of humor.
Well, and people are going to unsubscribe because their message or the message they're receiving from you either doesn't resonate, they're not your target customer.
And that's okay.
But that's my point.
Right.
It's
okay.
It's either going to be yes or no.
Right.
And also in reverse, if you don't find people are that exciting and they don't engage, they're not really providing anything.
I personally remove them.
Yeah. So,
yeah. And that's okay. So, but here's the thing, and here's a very, very good point to make with this. It's I'm only looking for the people that are looking for me. Do you know, Russ, with you and your business, me and mine, and our listeners today, whoever your target perfect customer is, they're looking for you as much as you're looking for them. Think about it.
Yeah.
But why don't you find more of them? Because you're not utilizing your time in the best manner. You're out there chasing and convincing rather than building your brand equity and attracting and engaging. See?
So I shouldn't say buy my stuff?
Buy my stuff. It's really good stuff. But no, so when you understand, and we're going to be going into more of this and get in deeper in it, an email list allows you to keep your name and face in front of people on a consistent basis. Because, again, if somebody wants to give you money or if they want to refer you somebody, what do they have to do? They have to be able to get a hold of you.
Yeah.
And your email list with your name that never changes is one of the best ways to do it.
And if you haven't listened to how to go about that, you need to listen to the episode on register and secure your personal name. Episode number 2. And so let's get out there. Let's get back. We're going to take a little pause for the cause and stick with us because there's a lot of valuable information going to take place here soon. Hey everyone, it's Russ Johns here, and thank you so much for being with us on the podcast today. Ronald, Earl, Wilsher, and I will entertain, educate, and inform you about things you need to know as you're building your personal brand. Stay tuned and don't go away. Wow. This episode's going really quick, and I need to reflect on the email list. You know, one of the things that I do for business owners is help them along the way. And there's so many great tools out there that you can use to create content, curate messages, enhance the delivery of those messages, and build your email list and communicate with others. So we want to talk a little bit. We want to go a little deeper into that message of the mailing list and what do you do with the mailing list after you have it? Okay, I have 40 people on my mailing list. I'm starting. I just, I get a business card and I say, hey, I'm going to add you to my Way Cool list and my Way Cool friends list or my, you want your name in the game
list.
I'm going to add this contact information there. And so what are some of the things that people are doing that have proved out to be successful?
Well,
in your experience,
first of all, Ronald, Earl, Wilsher, that's Russ Johns over there for the people that just started listening.
I'm on the left.
You're in front of me.
Yeah.
My email list, like I say, the main purpose of it is to keep your name and face in front of people so they can think about you. Visibility is better than exposure. You must be seen to sell.
What does that mean? Visibility is better than exposure.
Well, we talked about this earlier, Russ.
Yeah, I know.
Visibility to me has a much more positive connotation than exposure psychologically. I mean, if you're exposed to the elements, you're probably freezing or burning up, right?
You might be out in the cold.
You might be out in the cold. You might be alone, right?
Yeah.
But if you're visible is, I mean, it could have negative, but just to me it sounds better. Because you must be seen to sell and money follows action, right? So I like it.
It kind of goes like we were talking about before the break. It's not buy my stuff. You're being out there. You're visible. It's as it's impressions.
Right.
It's okay. I'm going to post something on Facebook. I'm going to put some pictures on Pinterest. I'm going to
send an email.
I'm going to do all of these things. And if you're consistent in your message, you're visible.
Absolutely. That's a great explanation.
So you create the visibility over time, and being available is part of that visibility.
Right. So people can contact you.
And make it easy for people to contact you.
Absolutely. I'll give you a real quick story. Back when I was in real estate, people, I put my, it was early 2000s, I think it was 2001, I added my cell phone number to my business card.
What a concept.
And, well, if you remember back then, I mean, you were probably about 10 or 12, Russ, but
in my own mind. Still am.
Age is just a state of mind, brother.
Yeah, absolutely.
I added my cell phone number, and if you remember back then, we put our pager number on the card.
Yeah.
Even if we had sales, we wouldn't put it on the card. We put our pager number so we could call. Because, calling on a cell phone is pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Well, I put my cell phone number on my card, and you wouldn't believe all the flack that I caught from the people that I worked with. Oh, Ronnie, I cannot believe you put your cell phone number on your card because all your customers and clients that buy a house from you, they're going to be calling you all hours of the day and night. I'm like, why do you care?
Yeah.
And they're going to make us do it now. Oh, that's your issue with it.
Yeah.
You don't want them to make you do it. Well, now it's pretty common, isn't it, to put your cell phone number on your card because you want to be accessible.
Well, it's even beyond that. I mean, a lot of people don't even have a home phone any longer.
Right. No landline. It's
No
just
landline.
cell.
It's just a cell phone.
Well, but so the whole point was I think that's one of the reasons why I was so successful selling new homes, because I would tell people when they signed a contract, I'd say, see this little phone right here? It wasn't an iPhone back then. I think it was like a little Samsung flip phone.
Yeah, you probably had one of the Motorola.
Well, I actually did, and I love that phone. But anyway, that's
I
another
still have
story.
one of those.
The first smartphone, right?
Yeah.
But I would tell people, I have my phone in my pocket. You can call me 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. I probably won't answer between like midnight and 3 a.m. And this was before we got into texting,
Right.
But you can call me anytime. Do you know, Russ, and this is a very powerful lesson to understand, between almost 10 years that I sold new homes, do you know that I had 2 people ever call me after 7?
Yeah.
2 people, and I could tell you who it was and what it was for. So here's the moral of the story. People won't bug you. They just want to know you're accessible.
Yeah.
Right? So think about this. You go and buy something from somebody, whether it's a house or a car or whatever you buy, and they tell you how accessible, man, they're all free. You see the good side of them. After the check clears, right, you try to contact them. Hey, I'll be out of contact, or I won't have contact, or
I'm in the Caribbean for the next 9
right,
months.
or I won't have access to email for the next 3 days. I'm like, you won't have that? Are you in a cave?
Yeah.
They're basically, what that says is, hey, I got your money. The check cleared. I'm off enjoying it. Don't bother me.
Yeah.
Do you see what kind of message that sends out to people?
Well, it's inconsistent with what you're saying.
It's inconsistent with what your
Yeah.
brand. Because I tell people, I'm always here. Now, if I don't get back to you, as my voicemail says, within 24 hours, wait longer.
Yeah.
But I'm here. I'm accessible. See?
Yeah.
And when you get the reputation of being accessible, it helps your brand equity. So
what would you say right now is beyond your email list is the most frequent conversation you have? Because I know we text a lot. I'm a big text message. I like texting.
I love it too.
Twitter, I'm becoming more familiar with Twitter.
So besides, your question is, again, what is the best way that or what gets most of my time besides email?
Yeah.
It's probably split 2 ways between Facebook and YouTube. And it's leaning more and more and more to YouTube. Because we're going to talk about this also, the power of video and the attraction power that video has. And it's real simple to do.
And we're going to be doing the video broadcast of this podcast.
Oh, that's going to be cool.
That's going to be cool.
You mean I have to actually wear like a shirt with sleeves?
I just have to wait to get a haircut.
Well, me, I'm thinking about growing mine out. I hadn't decided yet. But.
Okay. Well, I'll cut mine. You grow yours. Something for everyone.
For all types.
Yeah.
So the whole point in all this email is it's a mechanism that will allow you to keep your name and face in front of people. You're not old enough to remember this, Russ, but they used to say 6 to 7 times somebody had to see your message before they would act.
I think it's about 20 times now.
18 to 20, I've read.
Yeah.
So here's the point. If you don't have a mechanism set up that will allow you to put your name and face in front of people 18 to 20 times, you might as well stay in bed.
Well,
How many
people need to stay in tune, because we're going to be talking about automation and some of the allowances you can take on to
leverage your time.
Leverage your time. I mean, it doesn't have to be a difficult process.
It doesn't have to be management intensive.
No.
And most people think it is.
Yeah.
Well, Ronnie, I see you everywhere.
I don't have time for that.
Right. Well, you don't have time not to do it.
Yeah.
See, because that's where all the eyeballs are going. See?
Yeah.
They're not looking at billboards. They're not looking at the phone book, right? They're zipping through commercials on TV. So you got to go where the eyeballs are, and that's another thing that we're going to develop these podcasts with.
And it's all about relationship.
Right. It's all about absolutely.
Email is a relationship. Email, having your inventory of friends, being able to help you along the way. I mean, it's give and take.
Right.
I provide information to friends. They
add some value.
They get better at what they do. They can give it back in return. All of a sudden, you have a mastermind group. You have a conversation with, I love doing this podcast with you, because it's so easy to be able to expand my brain and make a difference. So,
well, thank you, Russ. I feel the same way, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun as we start developing this.
Join Russ Johns and Ronald Earl Wilsher as they discuss life, liberty, and all things extraordinary. They're untapped, uncensored, unabridged.